You're listening to the Daily Nugget, dnugget.com for May 3rd, 2024. May the 3rd be with you, Janelle.
Oh, thank you. It's an anniversary of sorts in Oklahoma.
It is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, May 3rd tornado. Everybody knows what you're talking about then.
Oh.
You just say May 3rd tornado. It's also my daughter-in-law's birthday, so happy birthday, Samantha.
Happy
there
birthday,
you go.
Tornado girl.
Yeah.
But that's not why I was talking about it. And Kyla, who is our special guest today, she is the stand-in for Jenn today. We can't ever replace Jenn. We hope that Jenn comes back soon.
Yes.
For sure.
Jenn is still around. Kyla, you've probably seen Jenn more recently than we have, perhaps.
Let's see. Okay, I saw her Sunday.
Okay,
no,
well, there we go.
I actually saw her Wednesday, briefly.
So there was a Jenn sighting. She's still around. It's like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
I don't like equating Jenn to Bigfoot.
Did you use the word Sasquatch? I feel like that's much better.
Well,
it's not.
No,
that's so mean. Come on, guys.
I'm not calling her a giant hairy person. I'm just saying she's elusive and mystical. Mystical.
Like a unicorn?
Well, it's the same sort of thing.
Although she may be MIA, she has got an approved leave of absence right now.
Yes, she does. She has PTO right now. And Kyla is here too. I guess you are the Jenn representative.
Sounds good.
Did she give you anything to say during this time?
No.
Any talking points or hints about how to keep these two co-hosts in line? I had to be really choosy with my words.
Okay, well, what were you
Those
going
of you
to
who
say?
are only listening, you could see on Janelle's face actively censoring herself.
Filters on, guys. That's all I'm going to say. I was going to use some terms that I wouldn't use every day. So, I mean, I wasn't going to cuss about it or anything.
You
just
definitely can. I'll bleep it out.
No.
Which would be probably funnier.
He probably won't, so watch out.
I know, and I am not a cusser by nature anyway, so why even go there? So anyway,
she's not a natural cusser.
I don't even know why I'm talking right now. I'm just trying to talk myself out of a hole. Is it working?
I feel like this is a really good start to this episode because Kyla is here. You may wonder, okay, wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Is this the world famous Kyla of the nuggethatemail@gmail.com fame? And the answer is yes.
Here I am.
Yeah.
And so already, Kyla, I hope you're seeing what's happening. I'm not saying anything disparaging about our friend Janelle Keith. Sam is not either. Janelle is digging her own hole.
You were here
in that particular instance, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's it. That's the only time.
All right. Well, so now what we're gonna do is this perhaps is probably a one-time thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Janelle doesn't want you to get any crazy ideas that if you email nuggethatemail@gmail.com that you're gonna get on the show.
You will likely there is a good chance you will get your email read on air, but being a special guest is something that probably won't happen very often, and this one's special because it was our first of the new season.
First new hate mail.
So let's start here, Kyla. What brought you to listening to the Daily Nugget?
On purpose.
I see Jenn every now and then, and she mentioned in passing that she had a podcast. I love podcasts. I'm always listening to different podcasts, and I just thought that was really cool. I don't think I've ever met a podcaster. So I was just like, okay. And being the completionist to a fault that I am, I started at the very beginning, and I think I binge watched them and listened.
You listened to all the legacy episodes too?
Whatever's on Spotify, I listen to.
Oh man, that is like
hardcore.
That's like 100 episodes.
I don't think so. I don't think you have 100 episodes on Spotify.
No,
I mean,
we probably don't.
Check me.
I'll look it up, but it's a lot of episodes because I remember posting them all.
Well, congratulations. That's impressive, first
Thanks.
off.
It is. It really is.
So now I'm kind of looking at your email in a different light because you have seen the totality of our work. And you have you came up with some conclusions in the email that I didn't think were correct, but maybe you know this better because you've been the one that's been binging all of the episodes. So maybe we should go through the email. Sam, do you have the email?
Oh, I can pull it up.
How about Sam pulls up the email and we'll just kind of go line by line through this.
Now, Andy, you're really putting her on the spot here. Kyla, are you all right with this? Because, you know.
I'm good. Bring it on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh!
Thank you, Janelle. I appreciate you considering my feelings about that, Janelle, but I'm good. Let's go.
I'm very considerate.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
See, okay. First off, hold on.
See, Andy, see?
I had a conversation with somebody the other day that if you have to say things, if you have to say I'm blank, then you're usually the opposite. Like, I'm very humble. Or
I'm very skinny.
Yeah, or I'm very considerate. If you have to say it, Janelle, if you have to say it.
Listen, most people know this about me anyway. I don't have to explain myself. So I'm just.
But you did. But you did.
Only because Kyla's here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be considerate of you two clowns. I'm just saying.
Janelle's on her best.
Get him, Janelle.
Janelle, Kyla knows you better than you know you.
That's not true.
Binged Janelle for weeks now.
That's right, because she has binged listened to me, then she knows how considerate I am.
She also got to listen to Slow Jams. Back when your internet was like 5 seconds behind the rest.
I don't know how you stood with that. I didn't.
See, so we've gone through a lot here. We've been through a lot here.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Throw it back on yourself. There we go. Go ahead, Andy. I'm listening.
Andy, your camera keeps freezing, by the way.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be all right. We're gonna push through.
See, everybody's against you right now.
Hands on the camera. Jesus.
Hopefully the audio syncs up this time.
All right, there you go.
Last week we were fine. This week, we'll see.
Man, I don't know what the deal is. I started my computer up. You know it's good to go. It shouldn't have any issues. Okay, so Sam, do you have the email up?
I do.
Okay, let's start from the beginning, and we'll just stop after every line, and then we'll go, Kyla.
Okay,
all right,
deal. Let's go.
You can tell we prep real hard for these. All right. Hey, Andy, Sam, Jenn, and Janelle. Kyla. Those are the correct names.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love
it right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now at this point, is this passive aggressive? Was there an exclamation point?
There was actually.
Okay.
Was there? Oh, okay.
You know, exclamation points have power. So just FYI.
Okay. All right. Next.
I wrote this, like a month ago?
I think so.
Okay.
I can look. March 12th. So almost a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Today we are recording. Yeah, we're recording almost a month out from receiving this email.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Continuing on. New listener here. I really enjoyed the show.
Okay. So new listener, as in how long had you listened? Was this after you had listened to caught up, to catching up?
I don't understand the question. What?
Well, I'm just saying, okay. had you listened to everything, or was this just, hey, I listened to a few episodes and I'm making a snap judgment?
No. Like I had listened to all of them that were out at that point.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Great.
So she's a true devotee.
I love it. Mm-hmm. I'm just getting clarification. That's all.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Next slide.
The dynamic is really fun.
Okay.
Yay. Thank you. That was so nice. Very complimentary, I must say.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think that Andy, Janelle, myself, and Jenn all get along very well. And that I like, especially in the later episodes of the original Nugget, we really kind of had our groove, and then Andy ruined it by getting busy. And that's not an innuendo. He just got busy.
Okay. All right. Next line, Sam.
All right. I'm I'm gonna read like the whole part of this.
Okay.
All right. Here's the hate mail
Okay.
part. Do you guys, males, know anything about Janelle other than she's a vegan?
Okay, like that's something that you throw at her as an insult in every single episode. Every
Thank
single
you.
one.
Thank you, Kyla. Yeah, like it's like some kind of disease.
Janelle, how much you let
It's
Kyla
not
talk?
clever.
Misogyny.
He's saying it, not me. But like, that's just what you throw at Janelle. Ooh, is that because you're vegan?
Mm.
Not really
Mm.
clever anymore. It's not really funny. And I mean, I don't know, like, I know you guys can't see me. I'm 5 foot nothing. I'm very short. And I love a good short joke, but don't just like come up and call me shorty. You know, make it creative. I'm just saying.
There you go.
It's not a good insult anymore. And I'm not really sure why we're making fun of her for her eating choices.
You're right. There's more to make fun of there. We can branch
Well,
out.
Wait a minute.
Well, that's not the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, confirmed. Confirmed. That was the most like sideways dig ever. I love it.
That was not the point.
That was not a dig. It was just saying there's
It wasn't
more
meant
to
to be a
me than
dig.
just being a vegan, by the
Okay.
way.
Okay. Janelle has said little teeny tiny nuggets of her life that are like really interesting. It sounds like you've traveled abroad. It sounds like
Yes.
you've been all over the world.
Yeah.
Can
well,
we hear some more of those stories? Like,
See?
you sound fascinating.
thank you. What?
You're welcome.
Oh, Kyla, how I love you. Okay.
I don't really know
Are
you,
you
but I love you.
frozen or are you really thinking hard? No,
I'm thinking hard and I'm frozen. All right. You know what?
Sort of speechless. This is a unique thing.
Listen, I appreciate the feedback. This is from a listener, a diehard listener, maybe more than even us who are on the show. So I appreciate it. I'll take that note. All right, continue.
I don't see you writing it down.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Fine. I was like, it was a figure of speech, but I have scratched. Okay, here we go. So let's
This is
see
going to be
here.
a really long episode.
Find out more about Janelle.
How long have you guys known each other? Like 12 years, right?
Longer.
Longer
Longer?
than that.
Longer than that.
15 or 16, and I worked with Jenn and Janelle for the first 4 years. That's how we met.
Wow.
Mm,
So,
mm.
so you'd
That's
think I
pretty
would
cool.
know more about them.
Yeah, right?
I do.
Think.
I do. Remember, hey, let's go back to the episode where we talked about the things that we know about each other.
Okay.
There
Not
was a-
much, dude.
There was an
No.
exhaustive.
No. You just
No.
gave the obvious, Andy. How can we forget that episode?
I
Oh
feel
my
like
goodness.
everyone was exhausted after that. I don't know. Exhaustive. All right. Continuing.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
Do you
Go
know
ahead.
anything about Jenn other than she's a mother and she's homeschooled?
Okay, so again, Jenn is the only person that I have met in person on this podcast. Okay, so like I know a little bit more about her life, and I mean, she's had a pretty interesting life. Yes, she's homeschooled, but like I don't understand why you guys just make that her like the entirety of her being. Like,
there you go.
and the same thing with Janelle. It's like there's a lot more to her, number one. And number two, it's just not funny. Like, oh, is that what you learned in homeschool? Is that because you're homeschooled? And it's a cheap joke. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be hateful, but I'm just like, it seems a little bit demeaning sometimes.
Okay, I'm going to write down another note. Find out more about Jenn.
I mean, it would be nice if you got to know her as a person at least. She's a cool person. I love Jenn.
So Kyla, would you say
Oh boy.
would you say that what would you say? So if we look at Janelle and we say, all right, Janelle's vegan and that's the thing that we harp on. And Jenn, we harp on her being a mother and homeschool. So what do you feel like that Sam and I are more multidimensional? Or are we all just kind of caricatures playing goofy parts on a podcast?
I would say that that's certainly the persona that you I don't know, the persona that you seem to take on
That
as
I portray
yeah, thank you.
of
That you portray. I mean, yeah,
Oh,
They-
I'm loving this.
they just don't take as much like cheap shots at you guys. Like it just seems like every single episode it's just you're just dismissing everything they say by saying Janelle is vegan, Jenn was homeschooled, so their opinions don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Janelle.
That's how it comes across to somebody who does not know you personally. I
There
don't
you
know you
go.
guys.
Is that how
Yeah.
you feel, Janelle?
You really want me to answer that
Well,
with an honest answer?
we're here.
Yes, sometimes. Let's get serious. All right. Yes, she's correct.
Can I point this out?
Sure.
Andy, that I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's the first time that you've asked the ladies how they feel about something earnestly.
There you go. In
I
all
don't-
earnestness.
As far as
Yes.
I've heard. This will be my last time on the podcast. Thank you for your time.
Okay, you know what? Let's go to the next line.
Okay.
Next line, Sam.
Oh, boy.
Here comes the zinger.
It sounds like these women have a lot to offer, and
Mhm.
Andy and Sam all too often talk over, poke fun at, and even provoke them.
Mm.
Go ahead.
I want to go first.
Okay, go ahead, Janelle.
Sure.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the good part. Okay. Never mind. You go,
Okay.
Andy.
Here's one thing I will say in my defense.
But don't we want Kyla to have the first word about
Well,
why
I'm
she
going to
said
just
that?
do a little inside baseball here.
Thank you.
The challenge sometimes is because I'm the host of the podcast, so I'm hosting it on a Zoom link that is starting with me and it goes to all the other people. That sometimes, if Janelle jumps in or Jenn jumps in, especially, like they get drowned out because for whatever reason the Zoom. Have you noticed that, Sam? Where
Yes.
sometimes you'll talk or I'll talk, and for whatever reason, it's the Zoom that's
Delay.
misogynistic. Apparently, but
Wait.
seriously, I'm
No.
saying,
Wait.
A number of things get
Yeah.
cut off because we can't hear it through Zoom.
yeah,
And that actually comes across on the podcast often when there's nobody talking except for one person, because it'll just stop. You'll stop hearing the audio.
right.
Zoom is a very inferior product, and I
Thanks,
don't know.
Zoom.
I don't know why Andy pays for it.
Well,
Okay, well maybe we'll change that. So I'll take credit. I'll take fault. But I'll say sometimes Janelle or Jenn will say something and I don't hear what they say, but I hear a little bit, and then I'll go, okay, well what was that? And it's because I didn't hear the first part because it just Zoom just decided, you're not gonna hear it. Okay, so anyway, with that said, continue, Kyla.
Get it right, Andy. Come
I'm
on.
sorry. Kyla, go ahead.
that happens literally every day of my life. It's fine.
Good.
So here, okay, I hear you and I understand technical difficulties. Zoom is weird and prioritizing who talks when. I totally get that. What I was thinking of in that particular instance was things like, and I think this was in the legacy episode, someone correct me if I'm wrong, interview with a homeschooler, and you said, okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes, go. And then you talked through every single second and would not let her have a word in. I'm not saying you are a misogynistic person, but that action felt and seemed very misogynistic.
Oh, cool points for using that word.
Twice.
Yeah.
That said,
I personally, Jenn and I have not sat down and talked about her homeschooling experience. I was not homeschooled. I was public schooled K through 12, same school actually. But that's very different. And I personally am the kind of person, I love learning from people who are different than me and have a different life experience. And it just feels like all of that is like, nope, we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to make fun of it.
All right. You know what? I wanted this. I wanted to rip the Band-Aid off.
You did.
And so here we are. All right. Next line, Sam.
Okay. Here we go.
Are we almost done?
No, we are not even halfway through.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo.
You guys wanted to do this. If you would like me to step off the podcast, I will do that.
No.
Oh, we're too deep now. It's too late.
Way too deep. This is like sticking your foot into the hot wax and then saying, "Hey, nope, I don't want this."
All right.
I don't know why I chose that metaphor, but here we are.
All right. Keep the hot wax going.
I just wanted to. No. I want to give you guys the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And believe that you're not misogynistic,
Mm-hmm.
patriarchal bullies.
Okay, so Sam, I really want to acknowledge that it seemed like you had a conscious effort to try and hear out the hate mail. It seemed like you tried to have a genuine conversation with the ladies. Andy, you never asked how they felt. you never asked how they felt.
It's me.
You never felt how they. What?
Oh.
Sorry. No, keep going. Keep going.
It's mean or it's
No,
me?
I said it's me. Like I'm quoting Taylor Swift lyrics. It's me. I'm the problem. Hello.
Oh, okay. My
I knew you
husband
were
is a
trying
Bible
to-
Swiftie. I'm not.
Okay.
Um,
Your husband's the Swiftie.
I'm not a Swiftie either, by the way.
Okay, yeah,
No, it's not me. Keep going.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
a
but I mean, like, I don't know. It like you got very defensive very fast. And I don't know how like did this email hit a chord with you? Did it make you feel vulnerable? I don't know.
That's a good question. I'm not good with
feelings.
answering questions like that on my toes because I'm an Enneagram 9. So
No, you're not.
Yes,
you don't
you
think I am? You don't think I'm an Enneagram
No.
9?
Absolutely not. No, sir.
Have you ever been tested, Andy?
I tested myself.
He's
So maybe I
awesome.
think
No.
differently of myself.
Did you have
you are not an Enneagram 9.
did you
I'm
have the
not.
true test or did you
I
have
don't know. I
just
paid
the
money
online?
for it.
Oh, you did.
So
Oh,
unless
wow.
unless that the homeless guy down the street is not an official Enneagram tester,
Oh,
Could be it.
Oh, dude.
I accidentally hit the recording pause button. Oh man.
oh
All
I
right.
could see. Sorry,
No, go ahead. You could see
I
what?
could see you maybe being an 8-wing 9, but you're not a 9.
I'm an 8-wing 9.
You're an 8-wing 9. Really? I don't see that at all.
Well,
Are our
You don't
podcast
know me.
personas
Correct. I don't know you. I'm
are
talking
our
about
podcast
what I
personas
see.
different than our real life personas, Sam?
no, they are not.
Okay.
I've known Andy for a long time.
Do you think he's a 9?
I do. I
Really?
think he's more of a 9 than most 9s I know.
Wow.
A 9 is like a peacekeeper,
Peacemaker.
a seeker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Janelle, Kyla,
Hmm.
neither of you know our wives. Well, you know
Okay.
Colleen,
I know Colleen.
but you've not met my wife, who is a
No.
hardcore 6.
Okay.
And, so I'm an 8. So often we butt heads because
Okay.
she 6s often give off the vibe that they don't trust you because they keep asking you questions that are obvious, that they're worrying that something didn't get done.
Yep.
And I am an 8 and I don't care. And that often happens a lot. And so my wife, Heather, and I are both very strong personalities.
Okay.
Andy's wife is also a very strong personality. She is a 5, and I'd call her probably a wing 6. And so our wives get along very well together. And Andy, whenever we go on vacation, is always the one to make the peace. Always.
Interesting.
Always. To the point where we were talking about Enneagrams, and the girls started reading out descriptions of the Enneagram 9. And they said they often don't get their opinion heard because they're too busy keeping the peace for the rest of us. And we were about maybe halfway through vacation at that point. And I thought to myself, we haven't done a single thing Andy wanted to do. So I turned to Andy and said, what do you want to do? And then he said, I don't know.
Yes, that's an Enneagram 9 response. You ask an Enneagram 9 what they want to do, and they have to think about it. If you ask them a question, all right, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm getting defensive.
Andy is, I would gather Andy is a 9 wing 8.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, okay, so we'll keep going.
Okay.
So far, you're doing great, Kyla. You hang in there.
Hey, thanks. I'm good. This is entertaining.
I just wanted to point that out. That's how the men come across to a new listener on the outside looking in.
Okay.
I genuinely want to know more about. We've already talked about a lot of this already because it was the first half. Excuse me, potatoes coming up. I genuinely want to know more about Jen's homeschooling experience and Janelle's reason for being a vegan. We've gotten to that.
Yes, you have. You're inspirational, really Janelle. I like you.
Sole purpose for being on the show is for you guys to make them the butt of the jokes while inflating your own egos. I'm sure it's not the intention, but it's definitely how it comes across. I don't want you guys to stop creating fun content, but I do hope the ladies get more equitable treatment and respect. Sincerely, Kyla.
I stand by that.
Okay.
I stand by that. It feels like, and I'm just going to keep saying this. Correct me if I'm wrong. It just seems like they're never really asked to add anything to the conversation. It's usually just poking fun at them. Do you feel that way, Janelle?
Sometimes, yes. A lot of times, yes.
Okay.
In fact, I think sometimes these stories are chosen just so they could get a reaction.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. Why exactly do we have Judge Judy queued up on the thing?
Let's be clear. That was one time.
Is it off of there now?
Once, maybe
twice. Is it off of there now, though?
Well, we could do Judge Judy now because Jen's not here. How do you feel about Judge Judy, Kyla?
I have no opinion. I didn't grow up watch. I've never seen an episode.
And you're not any worse off for not seeing.
That's true. Well,
but listen, Judge Judy is a respectable judge. I mean, she's got a TV show and everything. So, I mean, what?
We're judging people whether they're respectable or not because they have a TV show. Is that
I don't know anything about her personal life. That's why I'm being very reserved. No.
Is this a TV show? Am I respectable now?
See what happens? See, this is the thing. It's like a woman's voice comes on the microphone and it's like, ah!
Oh, here we go.
Anyway.
Well,
I thought Kyla.
Yeah.
I thought Kyla explained herself very well. Thank you, Kyla.
Yes. Thank you, Janelle.
She has very valid reasons.
All right. Well, I need to go cry in a corner, and that's the Nugget. So, just kidding. I'm fine.
Let it out, Andy. Let it out.
It's fine.
We're here to support you.
This is a safe space.
We're not here to tear you down. That was never my intention. Okay.
No, Sam is. No, it's okay. Maybe my persona that I was trying to be larger than life in this podcast got a little. I flew a little too close to the sun. My lights that are up here. This has been good. And so I would love to find out anyone else that listens in your opinions, nuggethatemail@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Kyla, it was great to have you on. You were a great stand-in Jenn. So
well, thank you.
So does your husband listen at all?
He kind of listens when I'm in the room playing it.
Okay. Well, your husband, I feel like I would love to find out more about your husband too.
Sure.
Meet Kyla's husband.
Sure.
We're gonna do the listener world tour.
Feel free.
All right. Well, Nugget Hate Mail. I already said nuggethatemail@gmail.com, didn't I?
Yep, you did, but
Mm-hmm.
we can never say it enough.
We
It's
can't.
also posted on the bottom right-hand side of the screen.
All right, Kyla. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, guys. Keep making content. It was fun.
We will.
You're going to keep listening?
Even
Yes,
after
I am.
this?
Yeah.
You didn't run her off yet, Andy.